G'day everyone. Yeah, sorry I've been a bit slack on the old filming content, getting stuff up. Well, I wouldn't call it content. A lot of me mates call it StewTube. So yeah, well, been a bit going on actually. Been away on holidays, most of it, which is ridiculous, but that's all right. So yeah, I'm out here feeding the lambs. I'll show you. They're over here. There they are, in the paddock. So I've got them on this Tetrone, this is the Tetrone clover mix that we sowed there way back, dry as nuns. Yeah, it was very dry. So yeah, it's actually growing pretty well. You can see plenty of clover coming up, all in the rows as well. So yeah, it's actually nice cover on this paddock. So yeah, it's been good. We've been keeping the kangaroos off it to get a bit of feed in here. So this is the paddock that I split in half. So we did that new fence there not long ago. So yeah, all doing well. I could keep these lambs on this side. Then when I get me fresh batch, the later joined ones, they can wean on the other half. Or if we get a chance to sell some crossbreds, I might, because the money's good. So see if I get this thing started and we'll start filling her up. So yeah, we got that going now. I was pretty glad it didn't start, so then I could realise that it was blocked up. So just filling up now. Yeah, get this filled, and then yeah, we'll hopefully looking to move on a few lambs soon. Even if they go as a restocker, the prices are pretty damn good for that. So I'm pretty keen to get some cash flow back. So we'll look at that in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, they've got plenty of feed up here. This has really done well. I'm pretty happy with it actually, for the sort of $3,000 investment for the seed and some fertiliser and a few things. It's actually doing really well. It's made this paddock into something that I can use this year. So yeah, and now it's got the fence in the middle. I can sort of strip graze them and move them around and do a few things like that. So yeah, plan today. I've been in the workshop this morning, so I'll sure to get you back in there and show you what I've been doing. I've had a bit going on actually. That's all right. That must have run out. So yeah, had a bit going on in there. But yeah, as I was saying, plan for today. I've got to. Get this moved, and then we'll be right. Yeah, so as I was saying, plan for today, fill this feeder. I got another one over the back to fill as well, where I'm lambing. And then I've actually got to go and spray the golf course. So yeah, I'll mix up a tank and go and see if I can not take a few trees out or take a hole out or something stupid like that. So it's got pretty bad capeweed on it, so we've sort of been putting it off for years and years now. So, and because I've got probably the smallest boom in the area, I'm going to go over and try and spray it. So we'll have a crack at that. So yeah, then I'll show you what's been happening in the workshop. Been pretty busy in there. Yeah, there's a few jobs here and there, so we'll get this filled up and then we'll go and do that. Good morning everyone. Yeah, so the weekend's done. Did a few welding jobs over the weekend, which was good. What else did we do? I had a bit of a fire for the kids and a party or whatever for Maeve's birthday. And that was about it. Fed sheep. And yeah, not much else. Yeah, got that golf course sprayed on Friday there. I didn't really film much of that. That was pretty hard to do, to be honest, weaving around the trees and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll get a result out of that. We'll get rid of some broadleafs. So, yeah, and obviously I come home and unhook the boom, but now I'm going to hook it back on because I want to go. I sort of got a bit of a chance to drive around the farm the other day, and yeah, got a few paddocks with some pretty serious cape weed in there and just broadleaf. So I'm going to try and hit them before we get a bit of rain tomorrow night, I think. So yeah, I'll repeat my situation and go and hook all this boom back on, and then we'll yeah, I've got to duck up to town and get a bit of chemical, I think, and then we might try and spray these paddocks before it rains. That's the plan at any rate, because we didn't have frost here this morning, so which was good. So yeah, we've had some pretty good frost in the last few days, but no, everything's ticking away pretty well. I'm going to try and get out and have a bit of a tour of the crops and even get out and tour around and see, show you where we cleaned all the dams out. Yeah, because we've actually had a run of water in the back over there. So yeah, we'll show you. We can sort of rehash where it was cleaned out, and now she's filled up with water, so it's really good that way. So yeah, I'll hook this boom on, and then we'll go and get some chemical organised and mix a tank up and go and spray a paddock. Just got to shuffle a few sheep around, and yeah, we should be pretty good. So I got a bit of barley on the truck here. I bloody opened the door on one of the silos down there. I got stored there barley for sheep feed, and yeah, she was full of powder, so it was like weevils were in there, but I think it was only just the bottom sort of. She must have been just the bottom bit on the cone, because I've had it under gas for a while. Yeah, and I was a bit sussed out about that, but yeah, so I ended up putting some on the truck to make sure it wasn't all too bad, but nah, it's no worries. So I'll have to tip that back in the silo now, but that's all right. I'll just put the auger back up in there and tip her in, and hopefully I can get a market to get rid of it. So yeah, I'll advertise it maybe or do something. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll start hopefully getting rid of some barley, because yeah, need a bit of cash flow at the moment. Keep spending money on crops and urea and spraying and stuff. So I'll stop waffling on and we'll get this thing hooked up. Got that hooked on now. I generally have a bit of trouble with the plug, so I just got to spray a bit of Ultra. Worth shit, cost you a fortune. That's all right. We won't say that. Yeah, so that's hooked on now. Ready to rock and roll. So we'll, yeah, I'll go and see what chemical I got. Switch this off, and then I'll go and get some more. Go and have a look in the chemical shed and see what I've got here to do it. Hopefully I've got something. I know I've got a little bit, but then I used a bit on the golf course as well, so we'll see what I need. I need 38 litres and 43 to do what I want to do, so we'll see how we go. I don't reckon I'll have it. There's the two there. We've got that. This one. So that, we've got a bit. What will we have in there? We'd have 8 litres in there. Oh dear. And not much in that one. Justice. Everything's got a, you know much about chemicals these days, everything's got a different brand. Oh, every brand has got a different name for the chemical, so you got to sort of look at the actives all the time. You know, the old school days where Roundup was just Roundup, but yeah, it's not anymore. What's this stuff? I know it's made for, yeah, that's turbotrine. 6 litres. That's pretty weak stuff though. We can get rid of that. I'll get rid of that too. That'll be good. Yeah, righto. We'll go and see what we can find at the chemical shop. Go and spend some more money. So yeah, finally. So I would have mixed this tank at, oh, it would have been about 9:15, 9:30 or something like that this morning. And yeah, we had a meeting with the, I had a meeting with a couple of people from the bank. That's a whole other story. We're changing banks, and yeah, had to meet the new bank manager and do all that. So it was good. Yeah, went for a drive, but it turned out because yeah, the guys aren't actually from locally. Turns out they sort of didn't get in very early, which was out of their fault. And we do live in the middle of nowhere, so yeah, we finally got the meeting started about 2 hours later than when it should have. So I was just pottering around home doing jobs that I knew I had to do, and not spraying, and thinking, oh, it is going to rain today, but I don't know when. So yeah, so now I'm on pushing the limits to try and get this tank out before I lose my hours on my rain fast. I think it's 6 hours and it's supposed to rain in about 2, so we're going to either kill half of the weeds or we're going to lose all our chemicals, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's not too bad. Where I am here, there's not much cape weed, but in other spots it was pretty bad, so I was blanket spray the whole paddock. Yeah, try and knock a bit of it out, just because, you know, one thing, it makes messy paddocks. 2 things, it makes messy your sheep because they eat it and they get shitty. And yeah, just don't like cape weed, to be honest, so I'm just going to try and keep knocking it while I can. It's a lot cheaper doing it this way, so yeah, so I haven't got far to go in here, then I'll buzz back home. I've got a little paddock to do there, and that should get us this tank out of the way, and then we'll put the boom away before it starts raining. So once I get this done, I'm going to try and go for a drive and show you a few things around the farm. See where we're at. Might do a little bit of a crop tour thingy. We'll get Heidi out with the drone maybe. I was sort of hoping Heidi would bring the drone over and do some footage of me spraying, but everyone sees that. But nah, we'll get this tank out of the way and we'll take you for a cruise and show you what's going on. Put the drone up over the canola, be able to have a look at that and see what it's looking like from above, and a few barley crops and stuff like that. And I might even show you a few of the dams that we cleaned out, and yeah, show you, as I said earlier, some before and after photos of it all. So yeah, so I haven't got much to go in this paddock, which is good. And then yeah, we'll buzz back home. I'll buzz back home and yeah, spray this other little paddock and put the boom in the shed, and then yeah, we'll go for a little tour and see what we can find, and that'll be good. So yeah, just as we were scooting past here, so you can see this is one of the dams that I was carting water to actually. So you can see it's got a nice fill on it now. So I'm trying to get the line, but yeah, you can see it's filled up and started banking up the gully, which is good. So that means we won't have to cut water here for the summer, which is even better. So yeah, it's actually not too bad over the back here with the run. There's so many hills, so you just get water running off pretty quick. So yeah, as I said, I'll take you out the back, and yeah, we'll show you where we cleaned out those few dams, and you can see they've actually got water in them now, so it's really good. So yeah, I'll keep spraying this. I've only got about 5 hectares to go, and then I'll buzz back over to the next paddock.